Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm all that and you're not because you're more. And I've had 2 requests to make a dragon puppet tutorial, so here it is. This is the design that I'm going to be making for today. So this is what the dragon is going to look like at the end. It's going to move and everything. So this tutorial will include how to make the eye move, the ears move, and how to make fluff on the 3D forehead. Now, let's get straight into it. Alright, here are all the materials you're gonna need to make your dragon puppet. First, your sketch. This is the sketch that I made, but sometimes I will use the sketch as the actual dragon, but sometimes I will just use the sketch for reference when I'm making the dragon. Next, pair of scissors or 2. I use the big pair of scissors for large places where I need to cut, and the little scissors for small details like fur and the noses and maybe teeth. Next, tape. This is completely optional for the tutorial that I'm doing. I'm going to be making a cardboard dragon, so you don't usually use tape, but if you're making a paper dragon, you will need tape. Next, you're going to need a pencil and a Sharpie. The Sharpie is optional. If you would like to do line work on your dragon, then you're going to need a Sharpie or a pen. And the pencil is just for sketching to make sure that you like it before you put it on your dragon. Next, some sort of glue. I use hot glue. It is preferred, but it is not the only thing you can use. Lastly, paper. Preferred thick paper. I use mixed media because it is really thick and just gives me the look that I want. And cardboard. The cardboard I'm using is too big to fit on screen, so that's why I'm not showing it. But you can use thick cardboard, thin cardboard. It doesn't matter as long as it's cardboard. Now let's actually start making the dragon. The first part of making the dragon is making the mouth or the base. So I take a square of cardboard and fold it in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will fix itself as you please. Now that you've folded it in half, you're going to want to trace your hand. So you're going to take your hand, kind of like a dog or some sort of like a shadow puppet, and you're going to want to clamp it over the cardboard and trace over your hand. Now you can unfold your cardboard, and you know now where to stop. So you're going to make a base around it. I usually start by making the sides and then bringing it to a point, coming back down, and then straightening it, and do that on both sides. Now that I've traced it out, I've done it in Sharpie so that you can see it better, but this is not necessary. But you're going to want to take your scissors and cut out around your line. Now that you've cut it out, you're going to want to fold it back in half and make sure that it is even and that it's the shape you want. Mine, I could make it a little bit thinner around the edges, so I'm just going to cut that a little bit more. Next, I'm going to make the sides of the mouth. So I'm going to put that away for just a second and grab a new piece of cardboard. I'm going to cut, since this is already in the long shape that I would like it to, I'm going to cut it straight in half. Now that I've cut this in half, I'm going to fold these in half. I folded these in half, and now I'm going to glue them onto my base, like that. Okay guys, I'm so sorry to do this to you, but it seems that I've run out of glue sticks, so I cannot finish this video until I have more. So come back later for part 2, where I finish the base and complete the whole dragon. Bye.